When kids come into the foster care system, not only do they bring the challenges that they have just naturally, being young kids, but the system also creates challenges for them. And so they're exacerbated. They grow exponentially.
I had the great fortune to be introduced to Jim Theophilus, and I became a very early supporter of the Mockingbird Society. I love how they bring them together to create powerful groups of kids, and it strengthens the kids, it emboldens them, and it shows them a lot of possibilities that they have. The kids come together and they serve as educators, and they teach community folks like me. They teach legislators, and they help them understand what needs to happen as a result. I love the concept of the network, which starts out very disparate and comes together into a really powerful group in Olympia.
I was originally a foster parent, and I struggled to provide the type of support for her that I really felt that she needed, and I didn't have a lot of support. And unfortunately, that particular foster situation did not work out in the way that we both wanted it to work out. And I decided that I was never going to be a foster parent again until Jim Theophilus and the Mockingbird Society came along and introduced the Mockingbird family motto, and I thought, wow, this is something that I like doing, and I can do this. The Mockingbird Society provides stability for youth. It provides an opportunity to retain foster parents in this community, and it also is building a world-class foster care system. It is truly my responsibility to reach out to the youth next to me, to reach out to that individual next to me and extend my hand and say, look, if you can't do that by yourself, we can do it together. We can do it together. I may not know it all. I may not have all the skills and the resources, but by God, we can do it together.
I know I personally always look for sort of unique programs, things that have a lot of impact and things that aren't being done elsewhere. And I see that in what Mockingbird is doing. No one else has created anything like this network. One of the favorite parts, I think, is to go back to Jim and say, hey, whatever happened to that kid who I saw at the luncheon 3 years ago? And they've graduated, they're off doing this, they've got this career going, they're working in the office of some legislator in Olympia. And so it's great to see how those kids have blossomed. Mockingbird Society, what they can do is they can really show you what can happen to a child or a youth who had a really tough start and weren't heading in the right direction. But these kids are becoming very capable, very confident, very powerful adults, and they're out there making a difference.